everyone, this is Robyn. Welcome to mypinkstamper.com. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to share a project with you that is inspired from our current annual catalog. This is the 2021 annual catalog. I'm going to be using the Beautiful Moments stamp set, and it's on page 79. And they give you some examples of some projects. So I'm actually going to be sharing how to make the second project, and I'm actually just changing up a couple things. So I'm just going to show you how easy it is. Maybe sometimes you're not feeling inspired and you don't know what to create. Just open up your catalog and try to recreate one of the projects there, or do your own special twist to the project you see. If you're new to my channel, I'm so happy that you're here with me today. If you're in the USA, you can find all of the product you see in today's video directly on my shopping page, shopmypinkstamper.com, and I'm Robyn Cardin. Okay, so I'm going to tell you everything that you'll need. I'll have the item code on the screen as well as the description, and if there's certain cardstock cuts, I will share the sizes for those just to make it super easy for you. I also have everything listed in the description of this YouTube video as well at the very end. Okay, so we are going to start by stamping the Beautiful Moments stamp set. Actually, I don't think we're going to stamp first. Let's see what we're going to do. Okay, let's go ahead. So this is a fun project because there is a punch, there's some dies, there's also an embossing folder, there's a little coloring. So there's something for everyone for this card. All right, let's go ahead, and I'm going to pull out my Stampin' Cut and Emboss, and we'll start with our cutting first. There's a couple things that we're going to be cutting. Set everything, get it all situated here. Okay, and I'm going to try to make this super easy for you to follow along. I'll give you even a better view of my cutting machine so you can watch it go through and cut. All right, so I have a piece of our So Succulent cardstock. This is cut at 1 inch by 5 1/4, and I'm just going to set this in here. Now the dies that I'm using for this card, they're from our Scalloped Contours collection, and they actually coordinate with our color and contour stamp set, and you can purchase them as a bundle right now and you get 10% off both, which is really nice, and I'll have everything listed right here on the screen for you. Okay, so I'm going to just lay this on here, put my top on and hold it down, and then I'll just run it through, and this is going to give me a fun scalloped an element. You can use it as a border. I'm just going to add it just like they did in the catalog. So I'm going to set that aside. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of our thick basic white cardstock. This is just a scrap piece. And I'm going to grab this rectangle frame that's also from the Scalloped Contours. I feel like I'm going to be using the Scalloped Contours a lot in my projects. It's just one of my favorite new die sets that we have. It's very versatile, and I've used it in a couple of my online classes. So if you've signed up for my online classes, I usually post a new class every week. I've used this in quite a few of the ones upcoming and current. Okay, so we have this nice scalloped rectangle. So also, while we have our Stampin' Cut and Emboss, I'm going to switch out the plate. So if you don't own a die cut machine or an embossing machine yet, this is called the Stampin' Cut and Emboss. It's directly, you can purchase it directly from my shopping page. If you are joining my team for $99, you can also choose this in your starter kit. You get to choose $125 worth for $99. And so this is a great addition to add to your starter kit, and then you get a discount on all of your other product. You can go to joinmypinkstamper.com if you're interested in joining for the discount. All right. Now I'm going to take another piece of our So Succulent cardstock. This is cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I'm going to use our new Painted Textures embossing folder. It was released during our mini catalog just currently, and it's also in our new catalog as well. So I'm going to put that on there. It's just going to add some fun texture. And then I'm going to switch out the plates. I'm using the specialty plate that's included when you purchase this, the cut machine. All right. Now we can move on to the stamping. I can get this out of my way. Let me fix this so you have a better view. It's always important to me that you can see what I'm creating and we can do it together. All right, I'm gonna pull out all these pieces. Now I'm using this fun punch set. I'll have the name of it on the screen. I always get it confused with another one that we carry that has the two. But one side is a banner and the other side, so it goes like a banner cut, like if you were doing that with scissors. And the other side is the opposite. And you can do 1/2 inch, 3/4, and 1 inch as long as you want. So the strip can be as long or as short as you'd like. I'm using a piece of our Highland Heather cardstock. It's cut at 1 by 3 1/4. And I'm going to use this side, just like they did in the catalog. So I have this fun opposite banner. I'm sure there's an actual term. Just named it opposite banner. Okay, so now I'm going to grab our Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I'm going to grab the sentiment, collect beautiful moments. And I'm just going to stamp that right here in the center, just like that. Okay, that was super easy. If you're new to paper crafting, you can follow along with this video step by step, and you can recreate this project yourself. It's super easy. I don't know why I put that away because I need it. All right, so now we're going to stamp on this piece that we just did. So I'm going to use this image right here. And, whoops, let me get some on my finger because I usually do. The sign of a stamper is an inky finger sometimes. And it comes right off. It's not a big deal. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp that one right here. I'm going to leave a little bit of room at the bottom. I'm going to try to center it as best as I can. And I'm also, I keep putting away this black ink pad. I'm going to stamp the little butterfly. So there's 2 little butterflies, so I'm going to stamp one up at the top and one over here. And then I'm going to stamp the other butterfly just right here. Okay? Super cute. You can customize it. You can put the butterflies anywhere you'd like. Now we're going to do a little bit of coloring. These are our Stampin' blends. They come in combo sets, so you get the light and the dark, so you can shade them if you'd like. So the colors I'm using today, we'll go ahead and start with, I think I'm using, So Saffron, and I'm just going to use the dark. And so we'll just go ahead and do the butterflies in the saffron. And then I'm going to do the hair. Now you can customize this. We have a huge collection of Stampin' blends and our pastels now, and we also have watercolor pencils and our Stampin' Write markers. I'm sure I'm missing something. We have a lot of ways you can color your projects. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take, this is called So Succulent, and I'm just going to use the dark. And we just wanted to, so I'm using, like I said, the sample from in the catalog, and it's just a really simple one. It just has 3 colors that you're using. So if you're new, or even if you're like me, been stamping for 25, 24 years, you can recreate this card. It's super easy to do. Okay, now I'm taking the dark Highland Heather, and I'm just going to do the flowers on the top. And you notice how I'm not trying to keep in the lines? I'm just like swiping the color on there. How easy is that? Anyone can do it. There you go. No perfection is required with paper crafting. I like to say that over and over. Perfection is not required in paper crafting. You want your family and your friends to know that you made this with love for them. So sometimes it's good for them to see a little smudge here and there, right? Okay, so let's put this beautiful card together. I have our card base. It's also So Succulent cardstock. It's cut at 5.5 by 8.5 inches. And I'm going to fold this in half. I did score this at 4 1/4 for a tighter crease. Now I'm going to take this piece that we already embossed, and I'm going to add our seal, our Stampin' Seal adhesive to all 4 sides. Okay, and this just gives a nice beveled look. I love putting the same color on the same color. It adds more texture to it. Okay, now we're going to take this piece of designer series paper. This is from, I believe this is from the Sweet as a Peach. I'll have the name of the designer series paper. This is 12 by 12 paper that I've cut down to 2 inches by 4 3/4. Let me double check on that. I hate to give you the wrong size. It is 4 3/4. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add adhesive to the bottom of that, or the back side. I'm going to add this down below about almost 1/4 inch from the bottom, and then even on the sides. And now I'm going to take this scallop that we made, and I'm going to add the adhesive. I think I need a refill. That's what I love about our new adhesives, is you can refill them. Super easy to do. Okay, so let's add this on here. Leave a little bit of the border of the designer series paper. Now I'm going to turn this piece over, and I'm going to grab one of our foam adhesive strips. I'll save this one for the other. Okay. And I like the foam adhesive strips because you can pop up an image super quick, especially a larger image or element. You can also use these for shaker cards. Okay, so this is going to go off to the left. It's going to be just a little bit above the designer series paper on the bottom. You're going to just show some of it on the side. And then we're also going to add some foam strips to this piece instead of dimensionals, because I want it to be the same level as this element, and the dimensionals and the foam adhesive strips are a little bit different heights. That's good to know in case you didn't know it. All right. And I'm going to add this right here, just kind of hovering on the side. And here's another one I made. Okay, leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this card. And also let me know if you've given it a try or if you're going to give it a try. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. You can find me, more of my videos, weekly giveaways, and tutorials directly on my website, mypinkstamper.com. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.